Okay, in this video, guys, I'm going to talk about the basics of WordPress, the very bare bones of what WordPress is. There will be no theme, there will be no plugins. This is just the basic of WordPress. Now, WordPress is an open source document that anybody can actually use. It's free. And so what's cool about it is there's all kinds of plugins and themes that you can load on. But before we get to that next stage, you want to understand what is the WordPress, how do you use it, and so this is the very basics. Okay, so if you look through here, you'll see this is what the actual website looks like right now. Pretty bare bones, but that's nothing there. And what you need to do is customize it. In order to do that, you need to go through WP, you put a slash and type in WP admin and then hit enter. And at this point, you're going to need to log in with your user ID and password. Now, so here's WordPress, and this is the back end of WordPress to configure your website. So on the left-hand side, these are all the posts, the media, the pages, comments, appearance, plugins, the number of users, like I'm a user, and they can be admin, and I'll go through that in a minute here. The tools, the settings. Okay, on the top you will see another black bar here, and this is the name of your website. I'm going to show you how you change that through the customizations. And then through here is new. This post is the same thing as this post. Okay, it's just a quicker way to get to it and create a new post. You can do the same thing for media, pages, and users. The same information is over here on the left. And all the way to the right here is when you log in, you're going to be able to see your name, your user ID, and you can edit your profile, which is in the users, and you can log out. Okay, right now we're in the dashboard in home. Okay, and in the dashboard and home you have this page right here. Now it may not look like this because I've already had some turned on. Now up top here there is a screen options. If you click on that little arrow going down or anywhere in there, you'll see a little box that pops up that you have to be able to turn things on or off. You will have everything turned on that will look similar to this. Okay, you'll see a welcome and you'll see getting started. You can customize. Now this customize button is the same customize as right here. Okay, so when you customize here, it will open up the customize of your website, and that's where you can do a lot of changes to your website, and that will be a different video that I'll talk about. Then you here, or change the theme completely. This actually right here, if you click on that link, goes to this themes right here. Okay, so there's multiple ways of getting to the same information. This is just a quick dashboard for you. Now next steps, it talks about writing your first post, adding an about page, and basically when you click on this, it opens up a page. Okay, when you click on this, it opens up a post. A post is a blog. That is your blog. A post is when you write a content. It will be posted on your blog on your website. Okay, and what we're trying to do is organize that so that you have all of your data in the right position, or to be able to create it so it makes it useful for you. Set up your home page. Basically it will go through the customization, appearance, right here, customization again. View your website, and that's basically will just view your website. If you click right here and view website, it's the same information as if you click right here. More actions, manage widgets and menus. That all is over in here with your widgets and menus, and you can manage those right through here. And basically what it does is it opens up the customize so that you can edit your widgets and menus. You can turn on or off comments, and you can learn more about getting started, and that's basically an external link to WordPress to learn more about WordPress. Okay, if you hit the dismiss here, it doesn't go away. Remember, it's all right here. You can bring it back by just clicking on that link right there and show it. Each one of these, through every one of these sections, has this options, and it'll have different information based upon posts and whatever you log in over here. Okay. All right, now what you can do here, and I'm going to get rid of that, and when I go back up to here, let me just show you the different things that can happen here. Okay, you've got all these different boxes, and so when you have different plugins, they will have different product up here. Now for example, I'm going to get rid of this again. you can move these around by dragging and put them underneath here. Activities has, if you click on this little squiggly thing, I don't know, little arrow pointing up or pointing down, you can open or close this to get more detailed information. At a glance shows you the number of posts, number of pages, number of comments you have. So it just kind of gives you some basic information of what it is that is on this page. This is WordPress events and news, and this is a quick draft, meaning that you can create a post right here quickly, name it, put your detail in, and save it, and it will be logged underneath your posts right there. Okay, so this is basically, so what's cool about this, if you log into Google Analytics, you can actually have your analytics right here, but that's a plugin we'll install later. All right, posts. I'm not going to go through the detail here. I'm just going to briefly go over this. Again, up here, you'll see author, comments, tags, and all this. You can increase the number of posts to 50. So if you have like 100 posts, you can put 100 here, and it'll show all 100 right here. If not, it'll have another page 2 for posts right here. You can do export and apply, and it's just a different way of looking at your post. And go back up here again and list view. You can do, you know, different ways. It looks the same to me. Now you got all posts. There's only 2 posts right here. You got your published posts and your draft posts. So if you're up in dashboard up here and you create a title here and you hit draft, this is where it will show up under your draft location. So if you click on draft, it'll show all your draft posts right there. If you click on publish post, it shows all of your posts that are live on your website, and then all posts will be right here. Okay, and again, up top here allows you to turn off things on here that you'll be able to see. And when you add more widgets to or more plugins, sometimes you'll get more information up here that you'll be able to add over here, depending on the plugin and the customization that's done. So the author, you'll see the categories, you'll see tags. These are your comments if you have a comment on the post, and then your date. These are hot links, so if you want to go directly to, if you click on that, that will go to who all created the posts and all the authors. Okay, categories are underneath here. It shows you if there's multiple categories underneath the post. All right, and then up here, if you want to search, so if you have a lot of posts, you can actually type in the name of the post and hit search, and it'll go directly to that post. So it's very user friendly. Now, adding new posts, when you click on it, it just adds a new post. Now, I'm not going to go through the detail here. I'm going to have a different video on posts and pages. But what the difference between a post and a page is, a post is your blog and a page is a physical page, and you have to add it to your website to make it work. When you create and you publish a post, it automatically loads on your website. Categories. You want to group your posts into categories like WordPress post or other areas based upon your niches. And you don't want to have a ton of categories, but you want to have just enough to give your users to be able to group things together. And when you customize your website, you're going to be able to use categories to organize things. Tags is another way of, it's a taxonomy. It's a way to organize things so that people could find, if you tag, let's say, Jason Gerald, and every post that has that tag Jason Gerald, you could show it to your customer. So it's a way another way for you to drill down to find your specific information that you're writing for or promoting. Now, media is where all of your posts, all the images that you add to your post and pages will show up right here. Now you can add a new media just by clicking on it, and I'm going to add this little lady right here, and you'll see that there's your media. Now when you click on it, you're going to be able to go into the detail. It shows you another big picture here. You're going to be able to do more SEO, like alternative text. You're going to be able to title it, and you're going to want to put a keyword in here so it's related to what this image is. You want to define what that is, and that's important for SEO, because when you have your product, your images on your website, Google's going to see that, it'll crawl it, and it'll look at the name right here, and it'll show that picture. And so when somebody clicks on that picture, they'll be able to know what that product is, and that'll go directly to your website. So that's a way to get free traffic to your website. Enter a caption will be underneath it when you post it on your page. Your description here is important, so you tell Google and your customers what that image is all about. Now you can view it attached to page, or you can edit details or delete the image. Okay, and then obviously you can go to the next one or vice versa right there. Now I want to get rid of it, so I'm going to delete that and delete it. Okay, again, that's it for images. Pages are fixed pages, and when you look at WordPress, will automatically install 2 pages for you. I delete both of them, so I don't really need them there, but this is a privacy page and a sample page. Underneath it you can edit, you can do quick edit. Let me click on quick edit. Allows you to change the title, the slug. The slug is also very important for SEO, so that you name your slug based upon your keywords that you're trying to attract your users to your website. It gives you the dates when that page was created. You can actually put a password on it, and then you can actually make it a main page or link it to another page that shows this is a sub page right here. Okay, because this is the parent. Most of the time you're going to do parent right there, and then you can order the pages too, and then you can actually say draft, publish, or preview page. Okay, and then if you here you can update it. If you made any changes, you just hit update and it will update the page. Now edit is more detail. It actually opens it up in a whole new page, and then you can actually do a lot more here. Again, like I said, I'm going to go through that on another video, because this is a little bit more detail. I don't want to make this video too long. All right, so going back to pages, up top here again, you can actually add author comments, and you can increase the number of pages, and then hit apply, and it will show underneath here. Okay, and if you add different plugins, you'll have different information up here when you add different plugins. Okay, comments. Comments are mainly for blog posts, but you can actually put comments on a page, and all of your comments will show up here, right here. And you can unapprove, you can reply to the comment right here, quick edit the comment, and edit the comment right there, and update the comment or cancel it. You can edit, or you can say it's spam or trash the comment. Okay. And again, up here you have author and your information up here that you can see all your different comments. Okay, appearance. Now when you click on appearance, you're going to see quite a few different things underneath appearance. This is your theme. You can add a new theme right here, and there are thousands upon thousands of themes out there that you can do. It gets overwhelming, but we're going to be using Astro as our theme, and I'll have a different video of how to install it. But basically, if you click on one of these, you'll get more information on your theme. This is what it will look like when you install it on your site, but this is what, if you customize it and put images behind it, that's what it will look like on your website. Okay, if you want to hit the X up here, we'll go back to this screen. You can actually do popular themes and look at all the different popular themes out there. You can do the latest themes, the favorite themes, and you can actually filter through themes. So if you're looking for e-commerce with custom headings and a grid layout, you can actually apply filter, and it will show you everything that is like that. Now most of these are free themes, but usually you have to pay to get all of the really nice features associated to each of the themes, but you can do a lot with free themes. So there's a lot to it. Now customize. Customize is where you're going to update the name of your website. So for example, let me go back to the website. I'm going to copy this and put this in another tab and hit enter. Okay, so when you see this name right here, you're going to be able to do like the site identity. Right here's Dan Santana, Jason Gerald, Gerald. Yeah, I can't even spell my name, and I typed it in. Doesn't matter. And you hit publish, you're going to be able to go back here and refresh that screen. You'll see that that name changes right there. Okay, this is the way you customize your website to whatever you want. And let me change this back to Dan Santana. Okay, and then right here is your tagline that you can have underneath your site, which shows up right here. So anything you do in here, you can add a logo, which will be replace of it. I'm going to be going through this in a lot more detail later, but I don't want to get into too much information here because I just wanted to show you the general. But you could change the colors of your website, and you can see it's very basic because there is really no theme loaded on this site yet. And then this is the menus. There obviously you have to create the menus. Your widgets, I'll go through widgets here in a little bit more detail. Your homepage settings, so you can have your latest post as your homepage, or you can have a static page. Most people do static pages, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. And additional CSS code so that you can customize your site with code. Okay, and so I'm just going to publish this and refresh this screen so you see that Jason will be Dan Santana back there. And when you want to exit out of it, once you've published it, you can hit X. It goes right back to the theme itself. And again, that's customizations. Also within customizations, there are widgets. You can do that within the customization or within the widget area. Now, when you add more plugins down below, I'll talk about that in a minute here, you're going to see additional widgets. And when you have a different theme, you're going to see additional widgets that are going to be added based upon what the theme is. Menus are menus, and let me show you what menus look like. I'm going to open it up on my website. Okay, jasongerald.com. Menus are what you see up here. Okay, menu is up here. It can be header. This is above the primary menu, and you can have a menu below depending upon your theme. Okay, and when you scroll down, there are footer menus like right here. Facebook policy, disclaimers, all that information, your terms of service, your privacy. Those are menus, and you create your menus right here, and you can manage and preview your menus right here and create new menus right here. So you would like name your menu right there, and you create it, and then you'll be able to add a post, page, custom links, or categories to your menus. So there's a lot of functionality you can do within menus. Theme editor, you probably won't be using this a lot, but there are cases where you will add additional information. This is actual HTML, and then you'll be able to look at your theme and change the header or change things you want. 99% of the time you will not be in here at all, because what I'm going to be teaching you is a drag and drop WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get theme builder, and it's called Elementor Pro. So it's really cool. All right, so that's appearance, and the next one would be down is plugins. Okay, and there's three things. You can add a new plugin, or you can edit a plugin. So if you want to build your own plugins, you can actually build a plugin and edit it right here and add all that information. Now, through the base install, you have two plugins that are installed. I delete them both. This one's not bad. It's an anti-spam. It does help you. You click it on, and it will stop and protect your blog from spam. But Hello Dolly, I don't use it. If somebody does, that's great. I just don't. I delete it. But I'm not going to do that here just yet. Up top here, you have obviously only description. So there's two. When you add a different plugin, it may add more features up top there. And you can apply it and close it down. Okay, so you can see the inactive plugins, and then you can see all plugins. Okay, right now, and there's active and delete right now. Okay, so those are plugins. And when you add new plugins, there are thousands upon thousands of different ways you can customize your website with plugins. It's very, very cool. And a lot of them are free, but most of them will have a paid version of it that gives you more functionality on your website. Okay, users are the people who are on your website, and I'm an administrator on this website, and then you can actually add a new user and put a username required, and then their email and their first name, last name if they have a website, and you can show password, and you can tell them if they are a subscriber, a contributor, author, editor, or administrator. So you don't want to give everybody administrator of access. Maybe you want somebody to write for you and they can be an author and just create a blog post for you, excuse me. And then you just create and add new. So you'll be able to view all your users that are currently on your site. And again, up here, you can go up here and see email roles in this. So if you load a theme on here, there might be more information up top there. All right, and then you can see your own profile right here, and then you can actually disable visual editor on your profile, and then you can update your name, address. You can put a nickname out there for you, and you can assign that nickname to display that people can see which nickname you want. You put your email in there, your website, you can put your bio on there, you can put Gravatar. I'm going to have a different video on Gravatar that sets up your images right there so that everybody will see who you are, and then you can generate a new password and update your profile. Tools are a way for you to, as another way to edit your WordPress, and you can import information from like Blogger, BlogRoll. There's a lot of RSS feeds you can install and WordPress install. This is more of an advanced features that most people don't use. You can export your post, pages, and media to a file, and you can do that. I don't use WordPress to do that. I use another plugin called All-in-One plugin that allows me to back up my entire website and reinstall it. And I'll have another video on that. Now, your site health, this just talks about your website, your security, your site health status, basically some basic information about the health of your website. I actually don't use this a lot, but I do see that it can help you from performance, security, and so forth. You can export personal data, and this is relatively new information, and again, I don't currently use it, but you can add data to export requests and send it to an email information. Erase personal data, and you can erase the personal data on there. Settings, this is another area where you can add the site title. Now remember, when I went through customization right here, this is the same exact way. If you change the name here, it changes the name right here again. So you can do that. This is the tagline. You can do it through here or through the customization tool. This right here is your URL, and you can see it's SSL right there, and this is your domain, your site URL, your email address that you're using on this. And so whatever if you load a plugin on, it will capture this email and set it up on that plugin. You can actually have a membership. Anyone can register on your site. You can actually have them subscriber, contributor, and you can set that up automatically. And you can set your language, your time zone, your date format that you want to have in your site, your time format, and if you want to start on a particular day of the week, and then you just hit save. Now, writing is where you can actually uncategorize, and you can have your default posts. You can have your default format, which is standard. There's all these different ways that you can actually have a post. They could be a chat, they could be a link, and I usually just keep it as standard. Your mail server, you're not going to do anything with this right now, but you can actually have your own mail server set up right there, and then you can actually restrict and have more information in there. Reading is important because you can also do that same thing through Customize. You can actually say, I want to have a static page, home page as a page, and so right now we only have one sample page, but if you created a home page, you can actually make it that your home, or you can select a post to make as your home page, that when people log into your website, that's the first thing that they see is that static page or a post. Okay, or you can say just let WordPress decide what it's going to be on there. Now you can show 10, and you can increase the numbers. Feeds, you can increase the number of feeds. For each article, you can have full text or summary. I usually do summary. And then if you do not want to have search engines, Google, crawling your website, you discourage search engines from indexing this website. And when you're doing like we're doing right now, it's just building it, you don't want Google to search your site until you're completely done and you're ready for Google to start ranking your website. Okay, so you want to discourage that. Now the discussions, there's all kinds of different ways that you can turn off and on discussions. For article reading, comments, emails, and then underneath here you can put moderator content, so you can hold comments based upon a keyword that you put in there. You can blacklist certain people, and then this is your avatar that you can set up for your rating, if your site's X rated or whatever, or G rated. And then also you can pick a generic avatar for yourself, and there are plugins that allow you to put more information in there. Now media just tells you that your thumbnail size, you can actually change these for your website. The theme will also adjust this too based upon your theme, and doing that. Now permalinks, which is the next one down here, you definitely want to use this permalink right here. When you click on it, you're going to want to save it down below. But this is permalinks of how your site will look. So this will actually be your site / and then the page name or post name. So you could actually have it so it says the date, format, that, or have a different format. But most of the time you want people to go directly to the name of the page or post. Okay. Now privacy, this just allows you to change the privacy on your website, and you can actually pick what page it is that you're doing. So when you create a privacy policy, you want to specifically state that, and you update the page right there, or you can create a new page, which is the same thing as going here and adding new. Okay, so that's the general overview of WordPress right there. In the next video, I'll go through what pages and posts are. All right, guys, thank you and have a great day. And if you have any questions, make sure you let me know. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.